Welcome back to another episode of Chatting Chelsea. I'm here with Brett. What do you want to say? Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Bit of a normal one this week.
Yes, that was a normal hello. And we have, well, Chelsea played Spurs last Sunday. We're bringing this episode out a little bit
Yeah,
later. But
been
how do you
busy.
how do you think it went? The older. We'll start with the team selection. Actually, we'll start with the team selection. How do you think that was?
It was completely different to what I was expecting Conte to pick. I was still expecting him to stick with the 3-4-3.
Yeah.
Bakayoko, I thought he was miles away from being ready.
Yeah, I didn't
Considering him
know.
and Hazard both played the friendly, I thought if one of them was playing, surely the other one would be.
Yeah.
But
I play for. Is it the
everyone was sort of
development squad?
expecting. Yeah, everyone was sort of expecting Azpilicueta right back, when they Azpilicueta right back, Luiz centre back, and then Moses up on the right wing playing a 3-4-3.
Yeah.
But Luiz filling those little holes which Ali and Ericsson occupy, it just really ruined their game plan, really.
Yeah, I think it worked really well with David Luiz playing CDM. It, like you say, it cut out anything Ericsson and Ali could do, which is essentially what we want from a CDM.
Yeah, I think it would probably change back to a 3-4-3 next week for Everton,
Yeah, I guess so.
because Everton haven't really got a striker at the minute, have they? They've been playing more sort of like
Well, they've got Rooney,
4-4-1-1. Yeah, but
Well,
he's been playing sort of more cam midfield. Is that Calvert-Lewin's been
Sandro.
playing up front for Everton?
Oh, is he? Where's Sandro? The one they bought from, is it Malaga in Spain?
Oh, I didn't even know they bought someone called Sandro, to be fair.
Yeah, they bought the old guy that used to play for Barcelona. That's why. And then they've also got Klaassen from Ajax as well. He must be injured as well.
No, he came on as a sub the other
Oh,
day against Man City. They literally had no new signing start against Man City. But obviously we beat Everton 5-0 at home last year. But that was with
mm.
Hazard, and that's probably one of the best Chelsea performances
Yeah,
in the Prem.
yeah.
Just can't see that happening again. Morata,
Is it a home game
yeah,
next
I,
week?
I can't really remember.
Let me
But
have a quick look.
Morata didn't really play as well as I thought he would, but playing the formation we did sort of left him isolated up front.
Yeah, I guess
And
so.
Willian, I didn't really notice do much, to be fair. The chances we did have, we took. I'm not going to lie, Tottenham were all over us. Both teams hit the
Oh
post.
no, yeah, Tottenham should have won.
But Eriksen's deliveries from set pieces caused so much problems. I'm shocked Barcelona haven't tried to go in for him.
No, they've been
But he
focused
had
on
that one point he done that
Coutinho.
cross. I don't know how, but it missed every single player and just went past the back post. I was like, ooh.
Is that? Oh,
Blimey.
I think I know which one you're on about. Yeah, I don't know how that didn't go in. That was an incredible shot. But yeah, I was quite happy with the lineup. Mata starting, of course, over Batshuayi because he played really well against Burnley, didn't he, when he came on?
Yeah.
I think that was quite good. Obviously, Pedro's still out injured. Bakayoko,
He did come on as a sub though in this game, though, I think, didn't he? Or
yeah, he
not?
did. He came on the 79th
Yeah.
minute, I think it was. But he wasn't fully fit, was he?
No.
But, I like the idea of having Christensen, Rudiger, and Azpilicueta as the centre backs. If,
Yeah.
for example, if we didn't need David Luiz to lead that defensive line, I feel like we did all right. I think
Yeah.
it was decent.
Well, youth player wise, I was really sort of shocked to see Boga taken out of the squad because you think he's the one that's been given a nod ahead of Masonda all the time.
Yeah, well, he wasn't even in the
And
squad,
even
was
last
he?
week against Burnley, no, even last week against Burnley, he was given the start and Masonda was put on the bench.
Yeah.
And this week you would have thought, okay, well then surely Boga would be on the bench and Masonda would be out of the team, but no, unless Boga picked up a slight injury. But now Hazard and that might be back. I think that might be their chances gone now.
Yeah, unfortunately, but to be fair, I prefer Hazard than Jeremy Boga. I have to admit, he's
Yeah,
good, but he's not
yeah, yeah.
Hazard. But yeah, I was quite happy with the team. I think Conte did well. It's probably the team I would have chosen because I wouldn't want like you say Moses pushing
That's
up
probably
any
the
further.
players I'd have chosen, other than Bakayoko.
Yeah,
But
'cause
then again, I think
we didn't know
David
Bakayoko was going
Luiz
to
would have
play.
probably David Luiz would have probably been in midfield anyway.
Yeah, that's probably what would have happened.
And I would have thought he would have probably maybe had Willian in midfield and had Batshuayi and Morata up front and just played a 5-3-2 like that. But
That's what we were
I
predicting,
wasn't
wasn't it?
expecting I wasn't expecting Bakayoko to play at all.
No, me neither.
I thought he played amazing. He gave away slightly too many fouls, but then that's good because he's come into the Premier League and
Yeah.
he's shown he's physical enough and he's able enough. Like Dembele and Wanyama are two of the best centre mids in the league,
Oh
like
yeah,
partnership.
100%.
And Bakayoko, I thought bossed the midfield quite well with Kante. The only problem is this week with Fabregas back. Does he keep Bakayoko and Kante, or does Fabregas and Kante come back in? But which I don't think will work.
No, Bakayoko has to stay in the team because he was quality. He was really good. He was bossing. He was dominating. He was tall.
Yeah. And on top of that, I'm not interested in signing of Danny Drinkwater at all. If we've got Bakayoko, Kante, I know you then got Fabregas.
We do need.
But then
another
that means you're
centre mid.
signing. Yeah, but then you're saying that you're then signing Drinkwater for 40 million, and that means out of 4 midfielders, 2 of them have always got to be sat on the bench.
Yeah, but we do need another centre mid. We're playing in
Yeah.
what 4 competitions this year, and we've got 4.
Yeah. We do
No.
need another centre mid, but I said the problem is I can't condone spending 40 million on a midfielder
No.
just to. He'll be our 4th choice because Fabregas will still be above him.
Yeah, 100%. I don't understand. Even Johnny Drinkwater though, he's not even young, is he? What is it? Let me just have a look.
That's 27, I think.
Danny drinking.
Yeah, I think he's 27.
But yeah, yeah, 27. He's not. Yeah, he had a good season with Kante, but it's not going to happen again, is it?
Not really.
But no, I hope he doesn't go in. But we'll chat more about transfers about half time if you want to do that. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We'll jump straight into the game now. So
Yes, right.
I'll back out and
I'm
invite you
just
into the
waiting for
game. Okie dokie. And we're back, and we've got our starting screen for the match. If you look at the stats, Chelsea are dominant in every part of defence. They're pretty dominant. What do you think?
I would have thought their midfield would have been better, Spurs.
Spurs, yeah, but I think
And their defence, really. But then saying now, I would have thought both of them would have had higher than 81 defence because they both had pretty solid defences last year.
very true, but it's ratings, isn't it? On FIFA, it's just a bit
Yeah.
different. I think Wanyama's only 79 rated, so that brings down Spurs' midfield, and I think
Yeah, with Chelsea, you've got Alonso and Moses are both only like 78 rated, aren't you?
yeah, and
think-
you've got Trippier right back,
But even
haven't you?
Bakayoko is only 79 as well, isn't he?
Yes, he's not very high rated, but yeah, Trippier right back for you isn't very quick.
Oh, yeah, and I've got Davies as well.
Yeah, but no, let's jump into it. What I'll use the away kit. I'll use the black one.
No, you can just use the blue one, can't you?
Blue versus white. We can just use gem. I was thinking of this year's kits and what we used, but obviously we haven't got the new kits yet. That's quite funny. But I'll going into this game, as you could, if you watched the last episode of Chatting Chelsea, and we was not optimistic at all, was we? Let's just
No,
say
not
that.
against Spurs. I was expecting to get smashed.
I thought we were going
But
to
I
lose
weren't
2-3-0.
expecting the formation that we played. I weren't expecting Bakayoko to be back. Conte kept a lot secret.
Behind
really.
closed doors, didn't they?
Yeah. Oh, mind you, no, we couldn't have set it to Wembley anyway, could we?
No, not on online friendlies. But no, the game kicks
Look
off.
at the space down the wings already on this game. These formations, it just doesn't work on game as what it does in real life.
No, they don't push forward. But no, we'll jump straight into it. 24th minute in the Chelsea Spurs game. Alonso gets a free kick. Pretty decent,
Bangs
wasn't it? pretty
It's nice
decent.
nice having him and
William.
who can both take them.
Yeah, yeah. It's good because obviously both sides. But Fabregas can take a free kick. Hazard could take a free kick. Like we've got a lot of options.
You say that Hazard actually doesn't take many free kicks, does he? Really?
Only if no one else is playing. He probably just doesn't practice them as much.
Probably.
Don't know why. I reckon he'll be good enough. But Alonso's free kick was literally
I keep
pinpoint.
panicking because I'm like, why is David Luiz there? And obviously I remember he's playing midfield in this game. Yeah. I really don't like these formations like, on the game.
No, it's not great. But no, yeah, the free kick was pinpoint, and when that went in, I was buzzing. I was
But
watching.
Alonso's always had a good free kick on him, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
The first one was against Bournemouth, wasn't it?
No, his first one he scored in the cup. Was it against
No,
Bournemouth?
but
in the
when
cup?
his first one he took was against Bournemouth and he
Oh.
smashed against the crossbar and everyone was like, oh, hello, what's this
Yeah.
then?
Well, didn't you say that he's the highest scoring defender over the last 2 years in the Premier League at the moment?
Yeah.
Which is really good for our left back. It's like the new Leighton Baines, isn't he? Obviously he's not English, but we've got an attacking left back now that can score goals.
Yeah, and he takes set pieces.
Yeah. I don't know how good
I
he'd be
really
at
don't
pens.
like this formation.
I don't know how his pens would be, but I reckon he'd be able to put a pen in.
Nicely worked until that point when it broke down. Now they've got to try and regain.
It's a little bit weird for me as well because I'm playing
It's
like
like players are running in positions I'm not used to them running in.
Defensive block
Oh.
there. No cross coming in.
oh, we're back
Okay,
here.
we're expecting Ericsson to outpace him there. Oh my god, all my players' ball controls poo. What's going on?
Chelsea attacking here. He's got his shot off now.
Willian! Oh, Lloris.
Lloris, behave. You should have had it. So this is where your little corner thing is going to bloody work.
What corner thing?
Your near post rubbish. Oh, Lloris, you could have caught that both hands, bro. What are you doing?
Mata! Ah!
They've been,
Hey, sit David Luiz.
that's a sign of better things to
Spurs in the entire game had 68% possession. They absolutely
Doesn't
dominated.
shock me.
They had 18 shots to our 9.
We let
Six
them
of-
have their wing backs and stuff just had all day though, didn't they? Really?
I guess so. Guess how many shots on target we had?
that they can get the victory they've come here for.
3.
Good progress with
2.
this attack. Ericsson.
We had
Two that mattered. Nice.
2 shots on target, 2 goals. It's good, but is it bad that we've got Willian, Morata, both attacking players on the pitch, and we had 2 shots on target, and that was both good goal. But does it matter that all our shots on target was our left back and not our strikers?
Yeah, but at the same time, Morata, that's a lie anyway. Batshuayi shot on target.
We had 2 shots on target.
Morata, Batshuayi shot on target.
I'm looking at the stats now.
So the first goal is
Yeah, what does Tottenham's goal say?
Oh. Batshuayi's shot does not count on target. It was the wrong way.
that's a
But yeah, I mean, we had an isolated,
Touch.
forward, but
he's kept
luckily
the ball.
for us, it worked this time.
First touch.
But will it work against like Man United when they've got a dominating defense midfield? Will they allow our wing backs to get forward?
Victor Moses
It depends. Mourinho and Conte are both people who
looking for
change their tactics to suit who they're playing against, rather than
chance for Chelsea.
play what they're good at. Oh wow! All my
Oh,
players are falling over each other.
yeah. To be fair, they are very good tactical managers, as they will just change, didn't they? That is good.
Here's Harry Kane.
Oh, I can't believe you've actually taken the lead in this game. It's annoying me.
Why?
It's just, I don't know, I haven't played FIFA in so long.
Made it look easy, actually.
Oh my Christ.
Well, that looked promising, but he's been stopped.
So what do you think about the Chelsea's Champions League group?
I think up until that, I was expecting Man United to be the team to get that Carabao.
Was ya? Well, aren't they the worst team?
They're one with a
essentially?
joke. You've got Apoel Nicosia, the Cyprus one.
Cypriot team, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Carabao gets 6 points in the bag, like in the Carabao. Haha, banter. If we don't get 6 points against them, then we probably shouldn't be competing for the Champions League. But come back here.
No, to be fair, the tough team is
That's
Atletico.
Atletico.
Roma
Atletico.
are the ones who could potentially nick points off both Chelsea and Atletico.
Yeah. Well, oh, you've had one
Oh
shot.
wow. Oh, that possession low.
But yeah, no, yeah. I feel like us and Atleti might even draw on the same points. I reckon we'll win at Stamford Bridge and they'll win at their stadium.
They're not as good as they used to be.
No, of course not. But they've still got the likes of
3-4 years ago,
Griezmann,
but
Godin. They've still got some...
They're more of an English side than a Spanish side. They've got very typical work ethic, run your nuts off, defend for your lives
Yeah,
against the top teams.
Ready to go at Stamford Bridge for the
I guess
But then
so.
again, I suppose you develop that if you end up playing against Barca and Real Madrid most of the year.
Oh yeah, having to try learn to beat them. But and Roma as well. They've got that Nainggolan. They've got I think Florenzi right back. I'm not quite sure. It's Dzeko's their striker, isn't it? In Dzeko.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what's happened now. Now Salah's gone. I'm not sure if they've bought anyone. I'm not liking my midfielders aren't moving forward. It's really pissing me off. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear. Look, I mean, look. Why are you all staying back? I want to go forward, and no one's going forward. Right, here we go. I end up conceding from this.
But oh, yeah, I think I think not Nainggolan. I think Roma were going in for that Balde Couté, whatever his name is, from Lazio. That's who I think they were trying to replace Salah with.
Makes sense.
Why is Morata there?
Good goal.
Yes. I love that he said good goal before David Luiz even got to it.
Yeah, I just knew that one was going in. I could tell, like my players, I was pressing tackle and none of them were tackling.
No, yeah, good goal.
I didn't have a single player moving a single foot there. I was like button bashing circle and none of them were actually doing tackles. Whoa,
Oh.
okay, I didn't even press for Wanyama. Oh, move forward!
I feel like Man United got a really easy group. Let me just bring
Man
it
United
up.
definitely got the easiest.
It's just they got an easy group. Spurs. Spurs have got Real Madrid, Dortmund, and Appel.
Yeah, I feel sorry for Apple
Pardon me.
more than Spurs. Jesus Christ.
All playing Spurs, Dortmund, and Real.
Yeah.
That's not going to go very well, is it? They'll probably get a point off Spurs. Whoever Manchester City got. Manchester City have got Shakhtar Donetsk, Napoli, and Feyenoord. So they've got quite an easy group, apart from Napoli. Actually, no, Shakhtar do Man City.
Yeah.
They've got Shakhtar,
quite an easy
Napoli, and
group, actually.
Feyenoord. Celtic have got Bayern, Paris, and Anderlecht. They're not going to do very well.
Oh.
Are they? Do you think it's good old Brendan Rodgers?
Who's that?
Celtic.
Oh,
They've got
Celtic? Nah.
they've got an awful group. Oh, well done. That's red.
Literally weren't even controlling him.
And Liverpool have Spartak Moscow, Sevilla, and Maribor. They've got an easy group. I didn't realise they had such an easy group.
Who's that?
Liverpool.
Oh, I completely forgot what Liverpool were in.
Shakhtar Moscow, Sevilla, and Maribor.
Was that in the Champions League?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot they were in the Champions League. Yeah, of course they are, aren't they?
Yeah,
they've got quite a good easy group, haven't they?
are you awake,
Well, I
Brett?
was thinking it's because we've got 5 English teams in there this year, haven't we?
Yeah, because we won the Europa League. Well, I say we, Man United, ex-Chelsea.
So we're coming down now towards the last 15 minutes.
Alright, as I've got the ball, I'm going to make some substitutions. What do you think of
okay.
the Tottenham goal? You did mention it earlier.
That was just typical though, wasn't it? That was coming, to be fair.
Like you were saying, Eriksen's free kicks were just pretty good. They just were good. I feel like, yeah, it was coming. It was going to happen, but I don't know. I don't think there was much we could have done. Good finish, to be fair, from Batshuayi. Good practice. Do you think?
Yeah, no, I thought it was quite a good header. You could see how much he felt sorry though. His face
Oh, yeah.
was like, no.
It was like, oh my god, I've scored a goal. And what about the winner?
That's actually, if you watch that and oh Jesus, okay, you watch that and Wayne Bridges one against Arsenal side by side, they're exactly the same.
I've not seen that. Oh, another sensational passing goal. I've cut you open. Just as
What's
we're
Wanyama doing? Why is he kneeling on the floor?
Just as we were talking about Chelsea going 2-1 up in real life, Chelsea go 2-1 up on FIFA.
Yeah.
Pretty decent. But yeah, Wayne Bridge's goal. I'll have to check
My
that one
Tottenham
out.
team just aren't going forward. I don't know what's going on.
I'm playing ultra attacking though.
Oh, there we go. I
What?
must have put myself on defensive by accident.
Oh. You've had a mare. Pedro, don't slide there! Oh, that's alright, he's still got to it.
Why is Sissoko running so slow? Usually, you're quite a quick bloke, aren't you?
Not really.
Oh, behave.
Oh. But no, I was buzzing when David Luiz won that ball, passed it to Alonso, and he made that run. I was like, Pedro, play him, Pedro, and he did it, which is quite lucky for me as well because I've got Pedro and Marcus Alonso in my fantasy team. Oh,
I thought I was in. No.
Unlucky. Knock that on. Oh, I've bought Pedro and Batshuayi on, just like Conte did. Oh, save! Oh no!
Hello. What? Why did he shoot? Why did he shoot?
Oh, I thought I'd be able to catch you off guard there.
I don't even know why he shot. I wasn't even pressing shoot.
But we were saying before the game, when we win, there's not as much to talk about because you're not critiquing anything. It's quite difficult.
No, I suppose, yeah. It's difficult when you're winning.
It's difficult, but it's not like we're going to complain about winning.
But Everton will be a tough game next week, though. They've got a pretty solid team.
Yeah, I'd like to say we're going to win, but I'll take a point against Everton. Everton in past years has been our bogey team, haven't they?
Yeah. I don't understand how I played so well against you with Burnley and struggled so much with Tottenham. I was wondering why my team weren't going up in the first half. It's because I went to go to defensive. I must have gone to ultra defensive.
Oh, see, I was playing ultra attacking with high pressure. That's why I was probably pushing up a bit further. I was probably pinning you back. You should have countered me.
I want to watch that Kante goal. Where's that Kante goal? I want to see what Wanyama was doing.
You have to describe it to me because I've gone to the team sheets.
Well, he's just running next to Willian and then just knee slides before Kante's even scored.
What, as if like giving up, as if like he scored?
Yeah,
and
it's
like,
just like, oh, that's a goal. I'm going to try and reach it, but I'm not.
Okay, so this is my predicted team for the Everton game. I think we've got the same, haven't we? We've got Pedro, Morata, and Willian up top.
Yeah, both got the same team.
Bakayoko, Kante, and then Alonso, Rudiger, Luiz coming in out of Christensen.
In there anywhere.
No, Fabregas.
Well, you can't drop Luiz. And Christensen, although he played really well against Spurs, I just can't see him playing anywhere but that centre back role.
Yeah.
And does he go in ahead of Azpilicueta, who's the most reliable defender we've got, or does he go in ahead of Rudiger, who's probably our biggest and strongest defender?
I don't know. I feel like, yeah, like you say, Christensen's just going to be dropped.
I mean, if he goes in ahead of Rudiger, who do we have out of all them defenders that can actually win a ball in the air?
That won't happen though,
David Luiz
Christensen and David Luiz are both the ball-playing centre backs that play in the middle.
Yeah.
Neither of them can play on the side, so they won't be Rudiger. Unfortunately, well, and Cahill's still out, isn't he? So Rudiger will be playing against Everton. It'll just be David Luiz or Cahill, not David Luiz or Cahill, David Luiz or Christensen, and it'll probably just be David Luiz just for the experience against Spurs. Not Spurs, Everton.
I was going to say we've just beaten Spurs.
Yeah, we've just beat Spurs. Good on. I love beating Spurs. There's nothing wrong with beating the Yids.
Nah,
but
it always makes me smile.
I think Hazard is still injured. He did play against who I don't know. We played in the development squad. He is still injured though, recovering from his.
Yeah, I think he got 70 minutes.
70?
No, he has. I've got a really bad feeling it's going to be the same thing as what happened with Essien. Because Essien had that really bad injury away with Ghana.
Yeah.
We waited ages for him to get better. And before he could play for Chelsea again, he got called back up for the Ghana squad and got injured again, didn't he? And Hazard has been called up to the Belgium squad.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know why.
And he's not even played for Chelsea. So he's hang on.
I just hope he don't get injured
He's
again.
gone on international duty. He's been injured, and before he can even come back for Chelsea, you've called him up again. Not being funny, but Belgium have got plenty of wingers in their side.
Well, yeah, they got Krashko, Mertens, Origi. Well, anyone really. They got loads of players. They got who's the other Belgian?
Even De Bruyne could do a shift out there though.
De Bruyne. They got quite a few. Let's just hope he doesn't get injured again. I really hope.
That's what I mean. I can see it being the same thing as what happened with Essien. Before he even has a chance with Chelsea, then he's just going to go away in international duty, boom, injured again.
Well, let's hope not. Let's hope they look after him. Let's hope so. But we're also again without Gary Cahill because he's suspended still.
Good.
Boga. We were talking.
Sounds really bad, but Cahill's probably. I'd say he's our weak. Although he puts 110% in all the time.
Yeah.
He's not a ball playing centre back. He's a traditional, just get stuck in centre back. And Chelsea's game sort of moved on from that. We now need 3 ball playing centre backs more or less.
He is a older version of Rudiger, but that can't play with the ball.
Rudiger's actually quite good with the ball.
That's what I mean. Cahill can't play with the ball. Rudiger can, but he's older. We obviously.
I wonder whether Rudiger would actually play on the right side of the defence, because Aspilicueta's more used to playing as the left back, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't get that. I don't get why they play the other side, because Rudiger's right-footed, isn't he?
Yeah.
I think he is.
I've just moved him on my screen to the other side. Yeah, he is, because he can play right back as well.
Oh, Rudiger?
Yeah.
I guess so. No, it's not. Well, David Luiz isn't even down to be able to play CDM.
No. So in a way, I sort of wish he could play CDM, but you play him CDM, then that always leaves you with just 2 up front, 5-3-2. It's just not attacking enough. Especially with a lot of teams now playing 3-4-3, or copying. No one can get their own formations.
Yeah, I guess so. There's a tie-up, isn't there, for the subs bench? Kennedy, Masonda, or Boga?
See, it's just I'm not sure whether Kennedy will be out on loan by then, but obviously we've still not signed him. At my bench at the minute, it's Christensen, Masonda, Boga, Fabregas, Batshuayi, Kennedy, Caballero. But Zuma's still in my team, although he's out on loan. Costa's there somewhere.
Fabregas is back, isn't he?
Yeah.
Tomori. Is Tomori on your bench?
No, I've not moved him to Chelsea. He's on loan at Brighton, still on my one. I forgot to move him. But yeah, I forgot about Tomori. That's the other thing. Juventus have been interested in buying Cahill.
He has, yes.
Which, if they make a good offer, I wouldn't say no to, really.
Well, they've just bought, who have they bought? The Benedict Howardez from Schalke.
Oh, have they?
Well, they're into him.
I rate Christensen a lot more. I'd much rather
just potential,
Christensen
isn't it?
get game time.
It's all about potential.
That's what I love Zuma as well. I can't believe Zuma's out on loan. I wish we kept Zuma.
But I think it's just because he wasn't fit enough after his ACL injury, and now he just wants some first-team football. And at Chelsea, obviously, we have got 5 defenders, but they're not all guaranteed football, whereas Zuma's needs his first-team football to get fit again, I think.
Yeah.
I think next year Cahill might just slowly... He might even go back to Bolton or something like that.
And I'm just holding it against him, really, that he just ruined Jeremy Boga's debut. Because the poor bloke's now been kicked out of Chelsea. He's not even in Chelsea now, and that's it. Their chances of impressing are gone until the League Cup.
I'm actually really excited to watch the League Cup this year because I'm hoping that Conte does use a lesser team.
Yeah.
The likes of Kennedy,
well, it'll be
Masonda.
interesting to see if Cole Scott gets a chance, because he's the one that's been
in and around the team, just not quite
he's
there.
been in and around everything. He's the one that's been training with the first team. He's doing everything with the first team, but he's not really been given a chance, which makes no sense, really.
It's a little bit weird, but there's not really much you can do, is it? Like, he's not better than Bakayoko, he's not better than Kante, and he's not better than Fabregas, so he's probably not going to get in the team unless there's 2 injuries. But even if there's 2 injuries, we put David Luiz there or Willian.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, I think that's a wrap, isn't it? Every transfer talks.
I was just going to ask. I was going to ask you about the Oxlade-Chamberlain, Vardy, and Llorente.
I want Oxlade-Chamberlain because he can play right wing, right back, centre mid. He's someone he can take the position rather than having 3 replacements for each position. You've got one man there who can play in all 3.
I would really like
Vardy
Oxlade-Chamberlain.
is meh.
I think if we get Vardy, that means Batshuayi will go. Whether it's on loan or
Yeah,
on
but
fee.
this is the thing. Conte plays a formation where you need a target man like Costa, like Morata, who can hold up the ball.
Yeah.
Batshuayi is a striker who plays on the last man. So is
Yeah.
Vardy. Batshuayi has already proven that it doesn't work with our formation.
Yeah.
So Vardy will just come in, he'll be on the bench, he won't play. Drinkwater. If Bakayoko or Kante get injured, Fabregas will go in there, who'd drink water.
Yeah.
Drinkwater's another £40 million just to sit on the bench. I get they're meant to be squad players, but I think it's just today's transfer market. I can't condone spending 30-40 million on just bench warmers.
Someone to sit on the bench. I don't
Yeah.
understand that. I really don't. And what about Fernando
It's
Llorente?
crazy.
Fernando Llorente from Swansea. He's played under Conte before.
Wouldn't. I don't, but at the same time, I wouldn't mind it if you can get him cheap. Like, if it's 13, 14, 15 million, yeah. But for the 30 million again that they're asking for him, I don't think he's worth it.
Yeah, but if we can get in Fernando Llorente,
But we
why?
do need a target man.
What was wrong with, say, keeping Solanke or keeping Loic Remy or someone like that? Because Loic Remy's still a Chelsea player.
Remy's not even gone. And what I don't understand is why give him pre-season time if you know they're not going to be in your plans. He's not even been on the bench.
I honestly don't understand because it's just awful.
Pasalic, he was given time.
Yeah,
Not played. Van Hinkel's now scored in every. I think he's scored in more or less every game he's played for PSV so far. I think he's got about 2 or 3 goals.
Oh really?
Yeah, he scored again yesterday or the day before.
I didn't know that. But
Tammy
no,
Abraham scored midweek for Swansea, his first goal, and so did Lewis Baker for Middlesbrough.
rate that. Who's at Huddersfield? It's Casey Palmer, isn't it? At Huddersfield.
Casey Palmer, yeah, he plays pretty well, but they seem to change their formation a lot, and he seems to just be on the bench one week, then he's starting the next week. Loftus-Cheek is
He's
the one
starting.
that's impressing me at the minute, though.
He's
I've
starting.
watched like match highlights of him, and Loftus-Cheek has been smashing it for them. Like Benteke completely
Palace.
ruined him
Yeah.
when he done that little dribbling run, set off Benteke. Benteke just skied it. It was like, oh no.
No, yeah, I do like the fact that Loftus-Cheek he's playing in that like forward 3 as well, isn't he, for Palace? Like,
Yeah.
like where we would have
But do you
a
remember
Willian
Conte
or...
said he thinks Loftus-Cheek's got the potential to play as a striker.
Yeah, I do. Last pre-season before we won the league.
Yeah, and then he just doesn't play him. I don't understand. It's like Mourinho, when he first came back to Chelsea, said if it was Solanke, Baker, and Chalobah.
Yeah.
He said in 3 years, none of them are playing for the English national team.
Yeah.
He considers that his fault. Well, Chalobah's just been called up to the England team.
He
But
has.
Solanke's doing okay. But
Uh,
Baker is. I've loved Baker. I've got a feeling he's not making it.
No, he might be what?
To be 22, 23, and to be on loan in the Championship, you're not going to make it.
Who's Baker on loan up?
Middlesbrough.
Yeah, he's... No, I doubt he'll make it
22,
now, 'cause
23, you need to... It almost seems like the last 3 years of him now have been pointless. He's been on loan at Vitesse for 2 years, just to come back and go on loan at the Championship. It's just, why?
there's no growth there, is there? Especially when you've got the likes of,
No.
say, like Will
If anything,
Hughes
he's gone
or...
down the league.
True, yeah. But then the Championship is probably more competitive than the Dutch league.
I suppose maybe they're trying to see how he does physically against them, but even Middlesbrough aren't playing him. They're starting him on the bench.
I do like that Chelsea have loaned some players to the Premier League clubs this year, though, like Zuma, Loftus-Cheek,
Izzy Brown.
Izzy Brown's gone Brighton, Casey Palmer's at Huddersfield. I'm excited to see their potential and where they go, to be honest.
Yeah. Tammy Abraham's not had an easy time in the minute, though.
Oh,
to be
he's at
fair.
Swansea, isn't he? He's at Swansea.
Yeah,
done
and the
well.
most creative midfielder in Sigurdsson's now gone, so they've now not got creative midfielders for him. So
Yeah, Swansea are dead this year. They're
I
gone.
think he might struggle this year.
But
Be shocked
Yeah.
if he gets more than 10.
yeah, surprising, especially if Llorente's there as well.
Yeah, well, it's the thing. Llorente is injured as well. But from what I've watched of him, he's actually played quite well. It's just he's not had that rub of the green in a minute yet. Scored a typical Tammy tap-in though midweek.
I'll have to look at that one. But I think we've spoke about everything we wanted to speak about today. Obviously, we
Yeah.
won the game.
Score
So
predictions.
big up the Blues. Score predictions: Everton. I'm gonna go for a 2-1 Chelsea.
I'm going to go 2-0. I'm actually going to be optimistic this week.
You're gonna go for a clean sheet.
Yeah. You know what I did to Tottenham, didn't you? Do you know that little game day thing on Facebook that's going around at the minute? Have you seen that or not?
I haven't. No.
Where you pick a striker, midfielder, defender, and goalie, it earns you points.
No, I've not seen that.
Well, I sat there last week and I thought, do you know what? I'm going to put my entire team as Tottenham players this week. And it worked. It bocked them. Right, anyway, yeah, I'm going for a Chelsea 2 Everton 0.
I'm going for a 2-0 Chelsea. We'll
I thought you was going 2-1.
2-1 Chelsea. That's what I meant to say.
You're copying me.
That's what I did say. But
Morata will score, and our next goal can come from anywhere really.
Goal scorers. I feel like a defender's gonna score. Maybe
Yeah,
like,
that's the thing. Like
maybe Rudiger.
Alonso scores a lot, but
I feel like Rudiger might get a goal.
Joe, I'm gonna go Morata Willian.
I'm gonna go Rudiger. Rudiger Willian. Yeah.
Nice.
Right. Until then, though, guys, we'll do another episode for the Everton game. But until then,
Hopefully it will come out a bit earlier.
yes, hopefully it will come out in a couple of days. But yeah. Until then, guys, we'll see you later. I hope you liked the video, like and subscribe and all that jazz. But goodbye.
Ooh, blimey. See you later.